Bonjour! We are continuing on with lesson 16 today. Before we get started, I want to talk about our new frame. It's been up for a few videos before this, but I haven't talked about it. So this is the flag of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, which is smack in the middle of Africa. It's right in the middle. It's named after the Congo River. It's an important part of their geography and their economy. So like Burundi, the Congo has French as a national language, not because it was colonized by France, but because it was colonized by Belgium. So this is the second one in Africa that speaks French because of Belgium, not necessarily France. So in the Congo, about 70% of people either read or can write in French. Like under 50% can do both, but very close to 50%. So unlike a bunch of other nations we've learned about, like the majority of people in the Democratic Republic of the Congo know some French and use it daily. In addition to French, though, they all do speak, for the most part, an ethnic language. It's called, like a language. It's based in like their sort of tight geographic area, or a tribal language, what have you. The Congo was colonized right at the end of the 1800s during the scramble for Africa that we've talked about, and got its independence in 1960, like most other nations in Africa that were colonized by France and Belgium. Okay, before I start talking about this, if you see me have to wipe a tear away from the corner of my eye, it's because of the pollen. I'm not just super sad about pronouns. Just can't breathe. So now, without further ado, what if, actually back up, we've learned about a number of different preceding object pronouns, right? Either direct or indirect objects. So, me, te, nous, vous, le, la, les, lui, leur. We know all of these when we use them in a sentence, go before the verb. But what happens if you want to use multiple of these in a sentence? What order are they supposed to go in? Luckily, there's a set order that you use them in. So I'm going to show you some examples and then show you the rule. So, Léa, tu me prêtes ton vélo? Léa, tu me prêtes ton vélo? Léa, are you lending me your bike? Okay, so she's going to say, yes, I'm lending it to you. Oui, je te le prête. Oui, je te le prête. Okay, so here we can see that te, this just switches to because it's loaning you, not lending me. Ton vélo comes le, it. Okay, so our order here is te, then le. Tu donnes ta photo à ta copine? Tu donnes ta photo à ta copine? You give your photo to your friend? Or are you giving your photo to your friend? So we want to say, are you giving it to her? Okay. Oui, je la lui donne. Je la lui donne. Yes, I am giving it to her. Right? I didn't mean to move on. So our order here is la and then lui. Then, Eric, tu nous prêtes tes CD? Tu nous prêtes tes CD? Eric, you are giving us your CDs? Or lending us, you're lending us your CDs? Non, je ne vous les prête pas. Non, je ne vous les prête pas. Okay, no, I'm not lending them to you. Okay. So then the rule, the pattern that all of these follow are right over here. So me, tu, nous, and vous come before le, la, and les. And le, la, and les come before lui and leur. This is it. This is just the pattern. Or rule. Me, tu, nous, vous before le, la, les. And then le, la, les before lui, leur. That's always the order, no matter what. No matter what kind of sentence it is, or who you're giving what, or what you're giving, they go in this order. Not terrible. Some more examples, they follow the exact same pattern. Just going to show you some more. Tu prêtes ton vélo à tes cousins? You are lending your bike to your cousins? Non, je ne le leur prête pas. No, je ne le leur prête pas. No, I'm not lending it to them. Right? Claire nous laisse son portable. Claire nous laisse son portable. Becomes oui, elle nous le laisse. Nous, son portable, le. Tu montres tes notes à ta copain? Oui, je les lui montre. You show your notes to your friend? Yes, I show them to him. And then, like I said, same pattern. Me, tu, nous, vous before le, la, les. Then le, la, les before lui, leur. I think that's it for this. Yes. Okay. Let's look at your practice. I know this is slightly confusing, having to use them both in the same sentence. What do I do? Oh my god, it's serious. I'm never going to be able to do this. So let's look. Oh, there's one of the tears. Pierre a quelques questions pour vous. Pierre has several questions for you. Respond in the affirmative or in the negative and use the appropriate pronoun, le, la, l'apostrophe, les, or lui, leur. Okay. So in this section, you're actually not practicing the order. You're practicing choosing whether or not to use le, la, l'apostrophe, or les, or lui, leur. Really, this probably would have been better with your last section, but I didn't want to overwhelm you. So this will give you good practice deciding what the underline should be. That way, when we get to the next one where you have to use multiple, you'll be a little more confident. All right, so the thing to look out for here is just the word a, right? A, accent grave. That's how you know if you need to use lui or leur. Otherwise, it's always going to be le, la, l'apostrophe, les. So, this first one, tu vois souvent ton copain? Do you often see your friend? So you want to say, yes, I see him often, or no, I don't see him often. We'll go with affirmative for now. So we, I, right? And then see him. So we know the him is going to have to go before see. Ton copain, there's no a in front of this. It's not to my friend or your friend. So it's just le, right? Masculine singular. I, him. Vois, I see him. Souvent. Oui, je le vois souvent. If it were negative sentence, right, we just know we can't separate the object pronoun from the verb, so je ne le vois pas souvent. Right? Okay, let's do the next one as well. Tu téléphones souvent à ta copine? Do you often, phone your friend or call your friend? So I want to say yes, oui, je. They're all going to be je. Just talking for yourself. However, you can see that the underlined portion here has an a. So we know we need to use lui or leur. Just depends. So ta copine is singular, so we'll use lui. So le, je, lui, téléphone, souvent. Yes, I call to her often. And then if it were negative, non, je ne lui téléphone pas souvent. Alright, This is not the easiest, but I believe in you. There is going to be a key at the bottom so you can check your answers on this. So after you've practiced choosing which of these are le, la, l'apostrophe, or lay, and which of these are lui, leur, just make a comma there, then you're going to practice using them both in the same sentence. So you're going to read the descriptions of the following people, then respond in the affirmative or in the negative to the questions. Be logical. Use 2 pronouns in your response. Okay, so you're going to be using 2 in each of them. And this one is a little tricky because I didn't underline the things you're looking for. Okay, so you have to find them. So Vincent est égoïste. Vincent is selfish. Okay. Est-ce qu'il prête son vélo à sa sœur? Est-ce qu'il prête son vélo à sa sœur? Vincent is selfish. Is he going to lend, or is he lending his bike to his sister? So we want to say no, he's not lending it to her. All right. So son vélo is our it. If it helps you, go through here and highlight. So say you highlight in 2 different colors, maybe. And then à sa sœur, right? We see this ah, so we know that's also important. That's not what I wanted to do at all. I'm gonna leave it though. So son vélo, that's our le, right? Masculine singular, it. And then à sa sœur, we got an a. This is singular, so it's lui. And we know from our order that we just learned that le la lay goes before lui leur. So no, il ne le lui prête pas. No, he's not lending it to her. Okay, so there are a few different things involved in this section. One, you need to know what it's saying. You need to be able to understand it. And then make a logical decision based on the description. Philippe est généreux. Philippe is generous. Well, is he lending his CD to his friend? Like I said, you're making logical decisions. Logical decisions, yeah. And then figuring out what are the 2 things that are becoming pronouns, right? They are usually right at the end of the sentence. In fact, they are in all of these. So cédé is the thing. À sa copine, that's to whom he is giving it. There's also a key for here. This is difficult. If you have a hard time with this, and you do really poorly, and you feel like you need more practice before our quiz, let me know. Let me know. The good news is there's not a section of your quiz that asks you to do exactly this. This is difficult. But you do need to understand what to do when 2 of them are in the sentence at the same time. That's it. That's all I have for you for this video. We're just going to have one more for this lesson. And it's just a new verb and how to use it. It's not too bad. Au revoir.